Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I feel good today. Okay, I will start first. On this occasion, I will tell you about what are bots, definition and explanation. Bots meaning and definition. A bot, short for robot, is a software program that performs automated, repetitive, predefined tasks. Bots typically imitate or replace human user behavior. Because they are automated, they operate much faster than human user. They carry out useful functions such as customer service or indexing search engine, but they can also come in the form of malware. Used to gain total control over a computer. Internet bots can also be referred to as spiders, crawlers, or web bots. What is computer bot and what is an internet bot? Computers bot and internet bots are essentially digital tools, and like any tool, can be used for both good and bad. Good bots carry out useful tasks, however, bad bots, also known as malware bots, carry risks and can be used for hacking, spamming, spying, interrupting, and compromising websites of all sizes. It is estimated that up to half of all internet traffic today is made up of computer bots carrying out certain tasks, such as automating customer service, simulating human communication on social network, helping companies search online for content, and assisting with search engine optimization. Organizations or individuals use bots to replace repetitive tasks that a human would otherwise have to perform. Tasks run by bots are typically simple and performed at a much faster rate when compared to human activity. So, not all tasks performed by bots are benign. Sometimes bots are used for criminal activity such as data theft, scams, or DDoS attacks. Malware bots and the dangers of internet bots. Malware bots and internet bots can be programmed or hacked to break into user accounts, scan the internet for contact information, to send spam, or perform other harmful acts. To carry out these attacks and decrease the source of the attack traffic, attackers might distribute bad bots in a botnet. A botnet is a number of internet-connected devices, each running one or more bots, often with the device owner's knowledge. Because each device has its own IP address, botnet traffic comes from numerous IP addresses, making it harder to identify and block the source of the malicious bot traffic. Botnets can often grow themselves by using devices to send out spam emails, which can infect more machines. One of the most common ways in which bots infect your computer is via downloads. Malware is delivered in download format via social media or email message that advise clicking a link. The link is often a picture or video form with either containing virus and other malware. If your computer is infected with malware, it might be part of a botnet. A bot can also appear as a warning saying that your computer will get a virus if you do not click on the associated link. Clicking the link subsequently infects your computer with a virus. While malware bots create problems and issues for organizations, the dangers for consumers include their potential for carrying out data and identity theft, cataloging sensitive information such as password, bank details, and others, and phishing. Malicious bots can easily go unnoticed. They are easily hidden within computer and often have file names and processes similar if not identical to regular system file or process. Example of malicious bots include first spam bots. Spam bots may harvest email address from contact or quizbox page. Alternatively, they may post promotional content in forums or comment section to drive traffic to specific website. 2. Malicious chatterbots. Dating service websites and apps are havens for malicious chatterbots. These chatterbots pretend to be a person, emulating human interaction, and often fool people who don't really they are chatting to harmful program whose goal is obtain personal information, including crediting credit card numbers from unsuspecting victims. 3. File sharing bots. These bots take the user query term such as a popular movie or artist album and respond to the query stating that they have the file available for download, providing a link. The user clicks on the link, downloads and opens it, and unknown link infects their computer. For credential stuffing, this refers to bot stuffing. No username and password usually search from data breach into online login pages to gain unauthorized access to user accounts. DOS or DDoS bots. This is where excessive bot traffic is intentionally used to overwhelm a server's search resource and prevent a service from operating. 6. Denial of inventory attacks. These attacks target online shops to list their product as not available. In this type of attack, malicious bots access the shopping cart, select items from the online store, and add them to shopping cart, never completing the transaction. As a result, when a legitimate user wants to buy the product, they receive an out of stock message, even if the item is in stock. 7. Vulnerability scanners. Bots which scan millions of sites for vulnerabilities and report them back to their creator are known as vulnerability scanner. Unlike genuine bots that will inform the website owner, as malicious bots are specifically made to report back to one person who then sells the information or use it themselves to hack website. Click fraud bots. These bots produce a high amount of malicious bot traffic, specifically targeting pets ads to engage in ad fraud. Responsible for fraudulently clicking paid ads, its non-human traffic costs advertiser billions every year and is often disguised as legitimate traffic. Without good bot detection software, this bot activity can cost advertisers a large proportion of their ad budget. And traffic monitoring, bots which are used for overloading mail server or carrying out large scale data depth. Why do cyber criminals use bots? First, to steal financial and personal information. Hackers may use botnet to send phishing or other scams to trick consumers into giving away their money. They may also collect information from the bot infected machine and use it to steal identities and incur loans or purchase charge in the username. 2. To attack legitimate web service. Criminal may use botnets to create DOS and DDoS attack that flood a legitimate service or network with a crashing volume of traffic. The volume may severely slow down the company service or network's ability to respond, or it may entirely overwhelm the company service or network and shut them down. 3. To extort money from victim. Revenue from DOS attacks comes through extortion or through payment by groups interested in inflicting damage to a company or network. This group include hacktivists, hackers with political agenda, as well as foreign military and intelligence organizations. 4. To make money from zombie and botnet system. Cybercriminal may also list their botnet to other criminals who want to send spam, scams, phishing, steal identities, and attack legitimate website and network. Types of bots. Aside from malware bots, what do bots do? There are many different types. First, chatbots. 2. Social bots. 3. Soap bots. 4. Spider bots or web crawlers. 5. Web scraping crawlers. 6. Now bot. 7. Monitoring bots. 8. Transactional bots. 9. Download bots. 10. Ticketing bots. How the bots work? Take chatbot as one example. They have different methods of operation. A rule-based chatbot interact with people by giving predefined prompts for the individual to select. An intellectually independent chatbot will use machine learning to learn from human inputs as well as looking out for no keyword. AI chatbots are a combination of rule-based and intellectually independent chatbots. Additionally, chatbots may also use pattern matching, natural language processing, and natural language generation tools. There are pros and cons to each. Organization which use bots will decide which approach is best based on their requirement. Advantages and disadvantages of bots, computer and internet bots. Pro. Faster than humans at repetitive tasks. They save time for customer and client. They reduce labor costs for organization. They are available. Organization can reach large number of people via messenger apps. They are customizable. They are multi-purpose. They can offer an improved user experience. Computer and internet both cons. Both cannot be said to perform some extra tasks, and they risk misunderstanding user and causing frustration in the process. Humans are still necessary to manage the bots as well as to step if one misinterprets another human. Bots can be unprogrammed to be malicious. Bots can be used for spam. How to tell your computer is infected by bot? Way in which you can tell if your computer is part net include. First, your computer keeps crashing without an identifiable reason. Application that previously worked seamlessly now work in fits and start. Program which previously loaded quickly are now slow to start. What do if your computer is infected by bots? Step 1. Disconnect your computer from the network as soon as possible. Step 2. Move all important to of personal data to another computer or external hard drive. Step 3. Carry out a factory reset of your machine. Step 4. Clean your computer using various security tools or by asking a professional to work on the device. And how to protect your computer from bots. Here are some steps to take to protect your system from botnet infiltration. First, install anti-malware software to ensure all your software is up to date. 3. Use a strong password for only click on links you trust. And last, avoid untrustworthy website and ads. This is the end my presentation. Thank you. Will be continue by Rahayu or Sinta maybe.
Okay, hello guys.
Halo.
Halo.
On this occasion, I want to continue about Google Tag Manager. What are triggers on Google Tag Manager? Triggers are another important aspect of using Google Tag Manager. Triggers are events that happen on your page. When an event happens on the page, the tag will fire. This means the information will be collected from the tag and stored where you choose. This is why it is good idea to have your GTM working alongside Google Analytics. There are many different triggers a webmaster is able to choose to collect information from. Triggers can be when a user clicks on button on the website through a specific page, scroll down to get to more information or download something. It can also include the from are submit or purchase are made. There are just a few examples, but there are many different triggers that can be chosen with Google Tag Manager. What a variable? When Google Tag Manager use different aspects to figure out the condition of a trigger has been met. These are variables these are another important component of using the tool. Variables also have the capacity to send very specific information. You can specify variables or you can just use the option to include all types of click when a visitor clicks on a link. This will allow for all different variable options to stay open. Use variables if you are interested in tracking correct actions such as click on one URL. It is important that you figure out what values will be needed for the different variables you would like to track. Some variables can include the speed at which a user scrolls up or down on a page, the quantity of what they have purchased, or how long they have spent on specific page of your site. This variable can help you to track the most important and relevant information that is needed for marketing or usability purpose. Variables are used with both triggers and tags to help you get the most specific information. It can help to roll out unimportant data so that you get exactly what you need when you need it. Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. Having of these tools can make your life a lot simpler. That data can be sent from Google Tag Manager to Google Analytics, so you can analyze it, see trends, and have all the information needed one place. It can be easily set up by using a click trigger and tag from Google Analytics to see what links are being downloaded by user or just about anything else you want to collect data for. The trigger can also be used to select curtains time that the data will be set to Google Analytics so that it can done automatically. These two tools can be very helpful, but every more so when they are used together. Setting it up for web. There are some easy steps so you can follow set up Google Tag Manager for your website. All you will need to do is create for an easy to set up account. Setting up your account is easy and fast. It won't take any time at all. Just to go Tag Manager Google.com to set it up. Next, you will need to create your container and then place the code on your website. Once you have created your username and password, you are all set move forward. Once you figure out what your container will be, you can give it a name. Give it a name that will be relevant to your website and the information you are looking for. Once you have accept the terms and conditions, you will need to open the HTML part of your site and paste in the word code. If the code is not passed in right place, it will not work properly. Setting it up for mobile app. Setting up it just as easily for mobile apps as it for a website. This part of Google Tag Manager works in conjunction with Firebase, which is a mobile platform for a Google app. It will provide you with what you need to set up GTM for your mobile apps. Make sure to create an account, which is also the first step in setting the tool up for website. Again, you will need to create container and give it name. Just make sure you click on the mobile app option for this one. It is important that you select the container type for whatever mobile app you have. This can be used with Android, iOS, and SDK versions like Firebase and Legacy SDK. Why are analytics important? You may be wondering why using any kinds of analytic tools is important to your business. No matter what type of business you run, analytics will give a lot of important information that can be helped to improve your site and the success of the business. Collecting understanding data about how a website is working is key to redefining and improving your business. It can also help a business owner to figure out what features of a website are working and what features are not working for visitors. Improving conversion rates, performance, and usability of a website can help business convert more users customers, gain a high profit, and ensure customer satisfaction. This can help the business to grow and continue to be successful for the foreseeable future. Now that you know all about Google Tag Manager and how it works, you can figure out if it is the right tool for you. While it is free, it can also be used with Google Analytics. So everything you need can be in a place. Google is an important part of the future of business. There is so much that can be done using different tools offered by Google. Using the Google Tag Manager to keep track of all your data and analytics as you can website is easy even if you don't have a lot of experience with coding. Having a boot of these tools can make your life a lot simpler. Data can be sent from Google Tag Manager to Google Analytics so you can analyze, see trends, and have all the information needed in one place. It can be easily set up by using a click trigger and tag from Google Analytics to see what links are being downloaded by users or just about anything else you want to collect data for. The triggers can be also be used to select certain times the data will be sent to Google Analytics so that it can be done automatically. These two tools can be very helpful, but even more so when they are used together. Okay, that's enough for me. Thank you. Next, Sinta.
Okay. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I will tell you blockchain. Blockchain defined. The blockchain is a shared, immutable ledger and facilitates the process of recording transaction and tracking asset is in a business network. An asset can be tangible, a house, car, cash, and land. On intangible, intellectual property, patents, copyright, branding. Virtually anything of value can be tracked and traded on the blockchain network, reducing risks and cutting costs for all involved. Why blockchain is important? Business run on information. The faster it's received and the more accurate it is, the better. Blockchain is ideal for delivering that information because it provides immediate, share, and completely transparent information stored on, on an immutable ledger that can be accessed only the permission network members. A blockchain network can track orders, payment, account, production, and much more. And because members share a single view of the truth, can you see all details of a transaction end to end, giving you greater confidence as well as new convenience and opportunities. Key elements of blockchain: distribute large technology. All network participants have access to distribute large and in its imputable record of transaction. With this large transaction, the record only owns, eliminating the duplicate of effort that typical of traditional business network. Second, immutable records. No participant can change or tamper with a transaction after it's been recorded to be shared if a transaction record include an error. A new transaction must be added to receive of the error and both transactions are divisible. 3. 7. Contract. To speed transaction, a set of rules called a smart contract is stored on the blockchain and executed automatically. A smart contract and define conditions for a corporate and a bond transfer, include terms of a travel insurance to be paid and much more. Benefit of blockchain: greater trust with blockchains. As a member of a member-only network, you can rest assured that you are receiving accurate and timely data, and that you are confidential. A blockchain record will be shared only with network members to whom you can specifically granted access. Greater security. Consensus on the XOR is a required from all network members, and all validate transactions are immutable because they are recorded permanently. No one, not even a system administrator, can delete a transaction. More, uh, more efficient. With a distributed ledger that is shared among members of a network, time wasting, record reconciliation are eliminated. And to speed transaction, a set of rules called a smart contract can be stored on the blockchain and executed automatically. How blockchain works? As each transaction occurs, it is recorded as a block of data. Those transactions show the movement of, of an asset that can be tangible product or intangible intellectual. The data block and record. The information of the choice who, what, when, where, how much, and even the condition, such as the temperature of the food shipment. Each block is connected to the ons before and after it. This block if this block from a chain of data as an asset move from pledge to pledge or ownership change hand. The block confirm the exact time and sequence of transaction, and the block link securely together to prevent any block from being altered or a block being inserted between two exciting blocks. Transaction the block together in irreversible chain. A blockchain, each additional block strengthen the verification of the various block and hence the entire blockchain. This render the blockchain tamper evident, deliver the key strength of immutability. This removes the possibility of tampering by a malicious actor and build the ledge of intransaction you and other networks member and crush. Types of blockchain network. Public blockchain network. A public blockchain is one that uh, anyone can join and participate in, such as Bitcoin. Drawback might include substantial computational power required, little or no privacy for transaction, and weak security. These are important consideration from enterprise use cases of blockchain. Private blockchain network. A private blockchain network, similar to public blockchain network, is a decentralized peer-to-peer network. However, one organization governs the network, controlling who is allowed to participate, execute a consensus protocol, and maintain the shared ledger. Depending on the use case, this can significantly boost trust and confidence between participants. A private blockchain can be run behind a corporate firewall and even be hosted the premise. Permission blockchain network. Business who set up a private blockchain will generally set up a permission blockchain network. It is important to note the public blockchain network can also be performance. This pledge restriction on who is allowed to participate in the network and certain transaction. Participant need to obtain an invitation or permission to join consortium blockchain. Multiple organizations can share the responsibilities of maintaining a blockchain. This the pre-select organization determine who may submit transaction or access to data. A consortium blockchain is ideal for business when all participants need to be permission and have a shared responsibility for the blockchain. Blockchain security. Risk management system for blockchain network. When building an enterprise blockchain application, it's important to have a comprehensive security strategy that use cybersecurity framework, assurance server service, and best practice to reduce risks against attack and fraud. That's enough. Thank you for attention.
Thank you. Let's just end the meeting this time. See you next time.
See you.
See you.